set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. Here's Smith now to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 4. Again, it's Hampton. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, getting a yard up to the 42. The Chiefs at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Yeah, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their baseball, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. The 20. 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashard Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Harrison Butker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. To the air, May. Will find Genty out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's May. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Crazy.
Here's May. And got his man, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. Richardson looking to throw. He finds Smith out of the backfield. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. You look at this Raiders defense, they've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard.
Richardson off the play fake. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
14 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point by Barker is on target, and that'll make this a 6-point game.
Raiders 7. Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself. Oh, right on the heels of the pick six. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll toss right side to Hampton. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Play action. Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, ready. Get up.
And Richardson back to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Hampton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
Give here to Hampton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, 2nd and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Here's Richardson to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
2nd and 3.
Let's go now.
15-yard line.
Go.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
4 yards.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
1st down.
Richardson working from the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashard Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now stands at 13.
Raiders 7. Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Jeanty as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll throw with May. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
If maybe that ball's 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because you have a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And now an audible here into something else. Throwing here is May. He's into space past the 25. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Vegas, first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
Looking to throw. May. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the zone trip so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Crazy.
He'll drop to throw. May looking to run. Wide open receiver complete. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because
Ashton Jeanty, that's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
At the 31-yard line.
Ready.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
Now a toss, left side, Hampton. Has some space here. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the give, this is Hampton. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that one. Who knows? Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Richardson looking to throw this. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Smith trying to run for it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Ready. Cougar 19.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Marion Hampton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up.
Richardson will throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. Man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun, it's May. This is caught. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Genty will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The Raiders
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
26.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
At the 33-yard line.
A run. Here's Hampton. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Smith up the middle. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ready, ready.
24-yard line.
Second Pirates. Here we go. Dragons.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Ready.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Richardson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense, just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Right back to Genty on first down. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On first down, it's Genty. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, here we go, throw. Hey, what's up?
They'll go again with Genty. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down.
What's up? Hey, what's up? Good. Crazy. 5. Crazy.
To the air, May. He'll try and do this himself. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Point after here coming up. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better.